So I'm taking this opportunity to show you how to get free dry ice at the supermarket. I've kind of done it out of order, but you need to find yourself one of these machines. Push the button, get yourself some dry ice. Kind of find these at most supermarkets in Japan. That's all you do, get yourself some free dry ice. This was totally unplanned, so now I have to get this ice home, dry ice home, as soon as possible before it starts melting. Right, I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm going to give it a go. So the long-awaited video on how to refill your SodaStream for free. So first, grab your SodaStream. I sort of ran out of time today. Suddenly I was at the supermarket and I had the opportunity to get some dry ice, so I bought it and I've come home with it, but usually I'd have this all prepared beforehand. So get yourself a spanner, and first thing is release the valve. Which way? It goes clockwise, does it? No, it must go anti-clockwise. No, it goes clockwise. Why is that not turning? Usually it's easy. What's happened? It must go clockwise. What? Usually this is super simple. Murphy's Law. What's going on? So usually you just turn the... What's going on today? Had a hell of a time. Okay, so turn that anti-clockwise and it will release any remaining gas you've got in the bottle there. So doesn't usually take very long. It takes a few seconds. Well, depending on how much gas you got left. But that releases the pressure there. So then you just take your spanner and then you undo the top. Now that goes, for me, that went anti-clockwise. So you can take the top off it like that. And now the top comes off. First time you do it, it's quite hard to get the top off, but after the first time it's quite simple. Right, so quickly screw the top, there's the top off, set that to the side, and then I grab a funnel like this, and then this is the dry ice that I got from the supermarket about half an hour ago. I made a quick video when I got that, which I can share later, but very simply I just put the dry ice into here. I'll show you how to do it. I put a wee bit in, and it takes a bit of, because depending on the type of dry ice you get, because the funnel here I'm using is not as wide as the mouth on the bottle, and this dry ice I've got is a wee bit chunky. Oh, it's jammed up in there, bugger it. God, everything has fallen to pieces on me. My plan. Too hurried today. I was trying to do it as quick as possible because I thought my dry ice was going to melt, but looks like it's going okay. So you can just help it down there. I just used this chopstick. Oh, it's all jammed. There we go. Now we go. So I use the chopstick, jam it in there. Now the other trick here is also how much dry ice are you putting in. So actually, if you look at your bottle, it'll tell you the amount of weight it can handle before the bottle explodes from too much pressure. I can't see what's on mine right now. Maybe it's around 300 grams or something like that. So ideally what you do is when you get your dry ice like this and you weigh it, so you make sure you don't exceed the amount of weight when you put your dry ice in. And that would mean if you don't exceed the weight, then when it turns to a gas, you're not going to have too much pressure and the bottle's not going to explode. I've done this a few times, so I know exactly how much. For me, out of the machine I use at the supermarket, it's 3 presses. I press the button 3 times and it gives me the exact weight that I need, which is I think that around that 300 grams of dry ice. So as simple as that. Oh God! And then we take the funnel out. We get our valve again. We put our valve back on. And you have to be fairly quick because that dry ice is now also warming up and turning into a gas. So quickly you tighten up your valve again, and then you do up the safety or the release valve to lock in, so it closes off the release valve, and then the pressure will start building up again. Don't do it too tight, don't want to strip it, but just firmly. And that's it. And now that's actually starting to get very, very cold as that dry ice is starting to turn into a gas again. Now what I do, I go put it in the basement because you know, I like to eyeball how much dry ice I'm putting there, so in case it does explode, or rather it explodes in the basement. So now we wait, and as we wait, we hydrate. Free CO2 for your SodaStream for the rest of your life. This costs about $20 to refill in Japan. I usually go through about this once every 2 months, so what's that? That's a saving of 10 by 2 is $240 a year. So that's a couple of nice dinners out with the lady friend, or one extremely nice dinner out for the year, or quarter of a brand new iPad or something. So anyway, that's how you do it. That's the life hack for the free SodaStream refill. Yeah.